Hello, fellow humans. Welcome to Peebs and Beebs. I'm Beebs. We're playing Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment. The dog's trying to figure out what he wants to do. I'm Beebs. This is Bowser. Say hello, Bowser. Hello, I'm a dog. I'm a little dog. I'm a cutie. Okay. Thank you. So we're playing Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment. Earlier today, we finished Case 3, Bloodbath. We are about to start a new case called the Abbey. There's ice in my mouth. Hold on. The Abbey Grange affair. The Abbey Grange affair. I actually liked the last case. It's kind of fun. I like the way it was set up. You had 3 different suspects. You had a couple choices for the murder weapon. There was no, like, real definitive answer. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm streaming off the Xbox One again for the time being, and I keep forgetting to switch back over to the game, and I keep shutting off the stream, which is never fun. All right, continue. And let's all sit down. Get your drinks and your snacks, because there's, I'm sure, going to be plenty of dialogue. Definitely going to be plenty of loading screens. This game is like loading screen central. Nah. Nah. There we go. Let us begin.
The game is afoot, not a word. Into your clothes and come.
Oh, that's a rude awakening.
I'll wait for you in the sitting room.
Open your eyes, damn it.
Just received a note from Inspector Lestrade. A letter from the suburbs. He is in need of my presence.
This early?
Whenever he has asked for my assistance, it has always turned out to be entirely justified. I fancy that every one of his cases has found its way into your collection.
Yes, they all seem worthy of...
However, I regret your fatal habit of looking at everything from the point of view of a story instead of a scientific exercise.
Oh, Holmes, you...
I beg your pardon, I digress. It would be much better to examine this letter than to try to convince you.
Let's look at the telescope, shall we? It's raining out. Oh, telescope's gonna be different. Nope, it's not. It's still the lady. Wait, what was that? What was that? Someone yelled something? I'm gonna have to rewatch that. Somebody yelled something. Hold on.
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
Yeah, we know the letter's on the table. I want to hear what it was said. Hold on. Let's look at the telescope, shall we?
The letter is on the table.
It's raining out.
You should take a look.
Of course, like an idiot, I was talking over it. I'm an idiot. Never mind. Forget it.
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
You should take a look. I've apparently already read the letter. What have you done? Wait, which table?
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
Oh, probably where I always have my mail. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. A well-known and remarkable archaeologist, the pride of our nation, sir. Oh, this is from the last. You always get a little note from the last one you did. The crime took place in the Roman baths, Strand Lane. Yes. Friend and partner, Percival Blinkhorn. The death sentence is the only possible punishment for this breed of villain. Ooh, he's gonna get the rope. As of yesterday, the Mexican consortium begins British Empire. This is from the one before that, of course. Train has mysteriously disappeared en route to Evesham railway station. Wait, do I have one more letter over here?
This is where I keep my post.
So that's not the letter we're supposed to be looking
on
at.
the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
Shut up, Watson.
The letter is on the table, Holmes.
Shut up. Okay. What? Oh, this table. God, that's a desk. That's not a table.
A wax seal with the monogram E.B.
E.B. Open it.
I can tell from Lestrade's handwriting that he was in a hurry when he wrote this letter. The Brackenstall family coat of arms.
Brackenstall. My dear Mr. Holmes, I should be very glad of your immediate assistance in what promises to be a most remarkable case. It is something quite in your line. Except for releasing the lady, I will see that everything is kept exactly as I have found it. But I beg you not to lose an instant, as it is difficult to leave Sir Eustace there. Yours faithfully, Inspector Lestrade. All right. I thought that was some good reading. I think I did well there.
So, what is it, Holmes?
So wait, I woke
Promising,
Watson
as
up
always.
first.
It appears to be a case of murder.
So you believe that Sir Eustace is dead?
I should say so. Lestrade wouldn't have sent for me for less. His writing shows considerable agitation, and he is not an emotional man. These people belong to high society. The quality of the writing paper, the E.B. monogram, their coat of arms. The crime was committed before midnight.
Oh!
Holmes, how can you possibly tell?
Well, it is all thanks to Lestrade. He wrote his letter at 3:30 in the morning. Imagine the chain of events before that. The local police had to be called in. Scotland Yard was notified. Lestrade himself had to make haste there, and finally compose the letter he sent to me. All of that makes for a fair night's work.
Dave.
It makes sense. Lestrade also speaks of the woman he released.
That seems to indicate that she had been held somewhere during the crime. Much time has been wasted. Let us find a cab and go to Abbey Grange immediately. I live in hope of an interesting morning.
Taxi! To Abbey Grange, please. We're on our way. There was an affair here at Abbey Grange. I assume, since it's called the Abbey Grange affair. You spend more than half your game in this taxi, I guarantee it. Get comfortable. We have arrived. And then you spend the other half of the game on loading screens. Very... Oh, ooh, fancy.
Ah, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson, here you are. I'm very glad that you have come, but perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
And why is that?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do. You remember that Lewisham gang of burglars?
What, the three Randalls?
Exactly. The father and two sons. It's their work. They stole a silver service, which is of great value.
Sir Eustace Brackenstall is dead, then?
Yes. His head was knocked in with his own poker.
Oh
A
no.
violent act of aggression.
Yes, the poor lady. She has had a most dreadful experience. She was assaulted and tied to a chair. But I think that you would best see her and hear her account of the facts. She's in the morning room with her maid, Teresa Wright,
Where is the body of the deceased?
in the dining room. We haven't touched anything.
All right, I'm going to examine it.
Very good, Watson.
Ooh, look at this fancy dancy poshery.
Lord Brigham Brackenstall.
Lord Brigham Brackenstall.
Sir Warthen Brackenstall.
Sir Wolverine Brackenstall. Sir Wolverine. Oh, who's the other one? There's a lot of them in here.
Lord Ramsay Brackenstall.
Oh, Lord Ramsay Bolton Brackenstall. Lord Amadeus Brackenstall.
Baron Lyndon Brackenstall.
Oh, Baron Amadeus. Oh, God. I'm just looking at pictures on the wall. Who do we think this one looks like? We're gonna probably like Lord Churchill.
Lord George Brackenstall.
Lord!
The Brackenstall family seems rather austere.
Man, there's so many good words in this game. Austere is another one. You can put it on the board. Put it on the good words board. Austere. Alright. You're just chilling. Like, here's the part that makes me laugh about this. What's wrong with Lestrade? We've got chair here, stool here, another couple of stools there, chair there, a couch that seats at least 3 comfortably, if not 4, another stool, and this mother effer is leaning on a desk. Lestrade, I surmise that you must have hemorrhoids. Because I'm Sherlock Holmes, and that's how I do. All these chads you lean on a desk, you have hemorrhoids.
Lady Brackenstall awaits you in the morning room.
Oh, God. How many... This place is too big. Morning... There's no sign. Hello, Lady Brackenstall. Hello, Lady Loading Screen.
Ladies, allow me to introduce myself.
Oh, do.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting Inspector Lestrade in this investigation.
Her face is busted.
Mr. Holmes, I am the wife of Sir Eustace Brackenstall. We were married only a year ago.
I am sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
I suppose that it is no use my attempting to conceal that our marriage has not been a happy one.
Uh-oh.
I fear that all would tell you that, even if I were to attempt to deny it.
Let's get a profile of this busted ass face. Girl, you got beat. Fresh bruises. Fresh bruises. What we got over here? Anything up here? No? Okay. Oh, let's look at this brooch. Australian origin, huh? It's an Australian brooch. I knew that. What? Boob size? Oh, elegant dress. I was gonna go with boob size. I thought that'd be relevant. Always look at the hands. Rings are always important. I mean, we know she was married. I don't know why we gotta deduce that from a ring here. Oh, what? Wait. Saw something. Old bruises. Dang, girl, you've been beat around. What am I missing? Missing something. Aha! I missed the last part of that. Oh well. What happened last night?
Can you describe to me the events of yesterday evening?
Is it really necessary?
Yes!
I told Inspector Lestrade all that happened.
I am not Inspector
Yes,
Lestrade.
madam, It is.
I will tell you then. Sir Eustace retired about 10:30. I sat in this room until after 11, absorbed in a book. Before I went upstairs, I entered the dining room to fetch a candle and... Oh, God.
Please, go on.
As I approached the French
Continue.
window, I found myself face to face with an elderly, broad-shouldered man who had just stepped into the room. Close behind the first man, I saw two others. One of them struck me a savage blow with his fist and felled me unconscious to the ground.
And then?
When I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
He fought with the intruders?
Yes, I think he had heard them, for he was holding his stick. But they were three, and he eventually succumbed. One of them, the elder one, struck him a terrible blow with the poker. I fainted once more. When I opened my eyes, they had withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
Did these three villains steal anything?
Yes, I found that they had taken the silver from the sideboard, but you can see for yourself in the dining room.
Oh, I will. So it wasn't a happy marriage.
You mentioned that your marriage was not a happy one. Was there anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not a nice man when he was drunk, and he suffered from dark moods, but nothing else.
Lies! Old bruises.
The bruises on your hands are at least 1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
Oh, do you? Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time. Out of control. Again. Sir Eustace was a drunkard. To be tied to such a man for life is worse than death.
Well, damn. I don't
Your ladyship?
like the term worse than death. I understand, and people say it, and I'm sure some people mean it, but death is the finality. There's nothing worse. Guess we gotta talk to this lady. Get a profile.
Teresa, I would like to hear your testimony.
Certainly, sir.
Get a profile of the lady. It's kind of creepy looking. She's got some wrinkles. She doesn't have a brooch. Always look at the hands. Carrying. How did we get that she was carrying? Because she has a handkerchief? Alright, whatever. Coffee stain, huh? Working hands. Your hands tell me everything.
As I sat by my bedroom window, I saw 3 men in the moonlight down by the lodge gate. But I thought nothing of it at the time. Oh, if I'd known.
It's a very Australian accent.
I went to bed, and it was more than an hour after that I heard my mistress scream. And down I ran, to find her tied to the chair and him on the floor with his head smashed. That's all I know.
Okay. Alright. Shall we look around the room? This is Lord Barkington. Ooh, my favorite! Oh, picture. I thought we were going to do some reading.
This photograph of Lady Brackenstall and her maid Teresa was taken at a port.
But which one? I guess... No, I didn't mean to hit that. I meant to rotate it. And then... Move. 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 Yeah! Rock of Gibraltar. Adelaide,
So
1893.
the lady and her maid came from Australia a year and a half ago on this ship.
Up. Hope you didn't want that picture. It's my picture now. RB. There's something here to deduce. Alright, there's something here to deduce. Let's find it. Oh, it's the picture. Ooh, there were scratches.
These scratches are most definitely made by the picture frame.
Most definitely. Haha, safe.
This is Sir Eustace's safe. There may be something important inside. I must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it.
Alright then. Excuse me, Lady Brackenstall. Lord Barkington Brackenstall. The safe,
Lady
please.
Brackenstall, could you open this wall safe?
No, it is my husband's safe. I do not know the combination.
We have to open it. Your ladyship?
Your ladyship. Ooh, look how shiny the floors are. That woman's doing her
Let us
job.
try to open this safe.
Let us.
This safe can be cracked. I only have to pay attention.
Okay.
The dial will vibrate when it is set to the correct number.
Trying to concentrate. Trying to concentrate. Okay, I did not feel any or hear any sort of vibration. I've gone all the way around the horn. There's absolutely no vibration. This is like what should I be paying attention to here? Oh. Ha. We're gonna go with that. Dig. Or do go in the other opposite. I finally figured out what I was supposed to be paying attention to. Man, if safes were this easy to crack, there'd be no point in having a safe. Why did I even talk that late if I'm so good at cracking safes? Achievement unlocked! My gray matters. Finish 45 mini games in the puzzles without skipping. That's right. I don't skip the puzzles. Yay, reading! Sir Eustace, your current physical and mental state is of great concern. There are several signs of a... I can't read that. Hepatic decompensation, I think is what it says. The last time that we met, your eyes were bloodshot and your skin was tinged with yellow. There is a particular odor from your breath that is common in those suffering from liver damage. Then there are the lung abscesses that we have discussed. The leg cramps you have... This is 3 pages long. The leg cramps you have described to me are caused by, and whatever that is, to a nervous system, which in turn is caused by an excess of alcohol. That includes the tremors, the whatever? What? That includes the tremors. Okay, your liver seemed excessively hard at the time of your examination, which is a sign of evolving cirrhosis. There are also signs of why did all these words? Fluid in the... This is all like Dr. Mumbo Jumbo. I don't want to read those words, which are evident with your swollen stomach. The pain beneath your left rib indicates a pancreatic malady, which may lead to fatal and fulminant pancreatitis. Your condition may pose a risk to others. Your excessive alcohol consumption lowers your self-control and heightens your aggression. I am available to help you with this problem. There are a number of treatment options. Oof. Red and red.
It is common practice to keep one's valuables in a safe behind a painting. It should not really pose a challenge for a criminal. Antique coins, possibly of value, but they're scattered without care.
Scattered without care. Okay. So we've examined the safe, and we of course are just going to leave it open. Why not? Why wouldn't we? Anything else in here? Oh, yes, of course. course we have more reading to do. The newspaper. Family business booming. The Randall gang is back on the street. Less than a fortnight ago, this infamous family of burglars, the Randalls as they are known, made their reappearance by way of the brutal but successful intrusion into one of the wealthier homes in Sydenham. The police are already on their trail. This is 5 pages long. Oh my God! However, the details of the crime are being kept confidential, including that of the name of the victim. A witness was able to provide a precise description of all 3 men, and this will surely give the police a chance to complete their profile of this family of delinquents. We would take the liberty of reminding our esteemed readers about this highly dangerous band, and to provide the full description as it is available at this moment. The gang has been in business for some considerable time, being a family of 3, a father and 2 sons. The elder, Jack Randall, is a man in his 40s and already gray-haired, while of average height and build. Being the mastermind behind the burglaries, he retains control over his sons, both of whom are close in age but very different in appearance. The first son, William Randall, is tall and broad-shouldered, with a small, disproportionate head. Broad-shouldered with a tiny head, indeed. The younger brother, Melvin Randall, is of somewhat weaker constitution, and is as skinny as a rake. The gang is wanted not only for their frequent thefts and break-ins, but for the exceptionally brutal pirate career they enjoyed before returning to page 5. Next page. England, be alert, and may your valuables stay safe. Thank you, The Times. I like my bottle, peeps. I like it. Why you gotta be down on my bottle? All right. Moving on!
The description of the Randall gang provided by Lady Brackenstall is identical to the one in the Times article.
Looks like somebody read the newspaper and came up with an idea. So, criminals identified. They are well known. Bitch, please. I'm Sherlock Holmes. You're gonna have to do more than that. I'm going with the robbery was faked. That should be faked. Stop lying to me. What was the other stuff I had in there? From Australia, criminals identified. Violent behavior. None of those go together. I doubt any of them go together. Is there anything else in here? Other than Lord Barkington Brackenstall. I think that's it. We got the safe. We've dealt with the table here. Those don't appear to open. We've talked to this lady. Nothing on this table. I'm out. Peace. I'm going the other way to look at the body. Ah! Dead animals.
You should examine the body of Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
Why, that's why I'm here. At least he's keeping warm next to the fire. Ooh. Ooh, what is there to look at? What the hell is that sound? Something to look at, folks. I bet it's in the fire. Maybe not. Oh, there it is. Mantelpiece. Alright. What's the... Oh, up here. Up here. Piece of rope.
It appears that the bell rope was cut by someone taller than me.
Ooh, cutting the rope. Let's look at the picture, shall we? This is what we're here for.
Trader's cabin.
Interesting, okay. Oh, let's look at the body.
So, Watson, what have you learned from examining Sir Eustace's body?
Well, I can confirm that the death was instant. Sir Eustace was facing his attacker when he received the blow to his head. There are no other apparent injuries.
Let's look at this.
The head was cracked with the force of the blow.
Damn.
That must be the murder weapon.
Well, at least we don't have to find the murder weapon.
Quite a large stick. A formidable weapon.
He had a weapon. Was looking at his attacker, yet died.
It is covered in blood. Sir Eustace might have struck his head upon it while falling from the blow. That is one possible explanation.
So we think this is the murder weapon. Feet? Feet? Yes, feet.
Barefoot. He had therefore been in bed and did not have time to fully dress.
Okay, and then we're done looking at the body. Oh, look, that rope's way up there. Now I see why I said it was cut by someone taller, because that's... The rope's way up there. Wonder why it had me looking at the mantelpiece, though. I missed something. Sometimes I think this game doesn't do very well explaining or giving you time to... Never mind.
A trapper's hut. A trapper's hut.
A Pizza Hut? Let me guess, a Pizza Hut.
Hunting scene.
No.
A hunter's cabin.
Well. I guess we can go out there, huh? I confused the music. I confused it.
This candlestick is valuable. It is interesting. Also stolen.
Mm-hmm. Any other valuables?
These wine bottles are expensive and mostly from France. An empty silverware box. It appears that the intruders have stolen the contents.
The intruders? We're obviously not done here. What are we missing? I hear a ticking clock. Oh, there's one missing.
A bottle of wine is missing here.
There we go.
The criminals did not thoroughly ransack the house. They only took a little silverware.
Peanut butter rye Twix. It's the Twix I love. Alright, let's put some things together here. So... What is up, peeps? Don't you know I'm trying to solve a mystery? Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales, woo! Bent poker, dead body. It's gonna give me like, this is an option of a murder weapon. The death of Sir Eustace could have been due to a poker blow. Violent behavior. How about dead body? Fireplace gate. That's the other side of the coin. So, deadly accident, poker blow. Right now, I'm going to go with deadly accident. Here's what we have so far. Violent drunk man, woman who's lying. So either these criminals did it, or this woman killed him, probably most likely accidentally. That is my guess. Not that we have much evidence as of right now. From Australia, violent behavior. I wish those two went together, but they don't. That would make me laugh. Alright. Let's continue on. So, we need to have a dialogue. Morning safe room. Oh, so let's go talk to the lady again. I wasn't done in there. I think I'm supposed to talk to her. Open the door. Lestrade.
Please leave my Mary alone. She suffered so.
Well, who am I supposed to talk to then? You? Yep. I'll leave her alone then. Tell me what I need to know.
Sir Eustace's doctor speaks of his violent behaviour.
Yes, Sir Eustace was an extremely violent man. A detestable human being, to be more precise. It is true that he once threw a decanter at me, and all because I dared to stand up to him in defence of my mistress. Sly devil. God forgive me that I should speak of him so now that he's dead, but a devil he was, if ever one walked the earth. We met him only 18 months ago. She'd only just arrived in London. Yes, it was her first voyage. She'd never been from home before. Wonder with his title and his money and his false London ways. If she made a mistake, she has paid for it, if ever a woman did. She doesn't have any friends here, so it was specially hard for her.
Yoink, we got more things. No personal life from Australia. Alright. There's little possibility that she or her maid are acquainted with anyone in the country. Acquainted with a sailor, huh? Those are my options. Let's go with no acquaintance right now. That may change. That may change. Alright, so let's see what's next. So I still need to have a dialogue about the medical report and found inside this morning's room safe. But I...
Please.
Nope, it wasn't with you.
Please.
It's not with you. Am I supposed to have it with you? Yes.
What do you know about Sir Eustace, Inspector? What was his reputation?
A charming man when sober, but an absolute demon when he was drunk. In such moments he was apparently capable of anything. Why, once he splashed fuel on Lady Brackenstall's dog and set it alight.
No,
Another day,
not
threw a
Lord.
decanter of wine at Miss Wright's head.
Oh no.
The alcohol seems
Lord
to madden him.
Barrington.
To the point that we were forced to intervene several times to avoid a scandal.
Alright, well. Inspector's tale, violent behavior. Sir Eustace was violent towards his wife. Well, duh. Well, duh. Not getting a very pretty picture of this guy. Alright, so we've had all our conversations. What do we still have to do? Investigate the murder at Abbey. And so inspect the crime scene in the dining room. So there's still something in the dining room we have not discovered. And I guarantee you it's not the dogs on the hunt. Dun, dun, dun. Did we look at the dining room table thoroughly? We did not.
A decanter standing next to the open bottle. An inseparable pair indeed.
It's like two glasses.
There is beeswing at the bottom, as if the wine had not been decanted before being poured. This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing.
Okay. Oh, there's 3 glasses.
This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing. It is rather strange that only one of these glasses has dregs of beeswing inside it, while the other 2 are clear.
And I find it strikingly odd that there are 3, my dear man. 3!
Chateau Calon Ségur, French wine, Grand Cru.
Okay. So maybe that's all of the information in here? Nope. Oh, there's the other part of the rope. There's the rope. Oh, it's what she was tied down with, duh.
Sailor's knots. That's interesting. This rope was handled by the murderers. We need a scent hound to follow their trail. I will take it with me.
Okay, and I'm also going to change. There now appears to be 3 people. Knotted rope, 2 glasses, glass with beeswing. No? Okay. Okay. I thought... there's nothing there. Okay, but you know what? No, I'm going to change this to no acquaintances. A sailor's not... Ooh, she acquainted herself with a sailor. But then it wouldn't be an accident. Ooh, I don't know. Wasn't an accident. It just seems like there was another person there.
This is the chair that Lady Brackenstall was tied to.
Okay. Inspected the dining room complete. So now we have got to go and do something with this rope. We got to analyze it, and we got to talk, have a dialogue about those 3 glasses. That's right. Why are there 3? Whoa, Lestrade left. Got tired of standing over there, Lestrade?
I've searched outside for footprints, but
Of course you did. Tell me why 3 glasses, my lady. Do tell.
There are 3 glasses on the dining room table. I was wondering if...
Oh, I forgot. When I came to myself the first time, each of them had a glass in his hand. They might have been a father and his 2 sons. They talked together in whispers, and then they left.
Your ladyship?
Oh, the poor dog that got set on fire, Lord Barkington. I wonder if I changed his name. I don't remember. I don't think so. I think it's always been Lord Barkington Brackenstall. Set ablaze by the angry fire. Alright, now let's go back to Baker Street here and perform what we have to perform. So much time in this taxi. Now they give you the option while in the taxi to be able to like go through things. Right now I'm a justice seeker. Which is nice of them to allow you to like look through your case while you're writing, but alright, let's go do this analysis. Still it's like forever.
Let us see how the rope was cut.
Okay.
The fibers at the end of the rope are smoothly cut. Let us try to find out what tool was used to cut the rope.
Well, let's try the knife.
If I cut the rope with a knife, it matches the original.
I bet I wasn't supposed to see the knife right away. I bet I was supposed to try the scissors. I feel like I just made that boring. The rope was cut once with a sharp knife and tied quickly in sailor's knots. That could indicate that the intruder had a sailor's background. Indeed. What did I keep? Oh, I kept the silver knife. Okay. Oops. So I'm already back in this taxi. I hope I wasn't supposed to use the dog. This place is creepy. So let's inspect outside, shall we? Everybody keep your eyes open for little dancing men. I'm not seeing anything. No, we're staying. Well, I'm stuck on this tree. Well, I can't go in here. Alright. Nothing unusual outside. That I'm seeing, at least. And I am exploring. Alright, I didn't see anything out here. It's the only reason I came back. Huh.
Come on, Toby. We need the best nose in the British Empire on this case.
I knew I needed the dog.
I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs. Hudson's cold cuts.
Lol.
I agree.
Lol. Alright, so am I to assume I have the dog with me in tow now? Like now I have the dog with me. Speaking of dogs, mine is being extra adorable right now. Oh, yep, the dog's right there next to me. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Alright, let's go. Sniff the rope and find what I need.
such, Toby.
Wait, do I get to play as the dog? Oh, I'm the dog. Yes. I'm gonna follow this trail of... Wait. Oh, I'm gonna be in third person for the dog. Did I just lose it? No, wait. Maybe first person's easier. So the trail's obviously here. Starting from the chair. Boop, 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 boop. Thank you.
The intruders entered the shed for some reason when they were making off with the silverware. Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire. The scent leads to the well. I should check it.
I wanted to check it anyways. Is there anything else? Obviously, because I'm still the dog.
The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall. The criminals left the house through the French window. They walked to the shed, then across to the well, before fleeing by climbing over the wall. I wonder why they chose such a winding route.
Alright, well, let's check the well. Someone give that dog a treat.
There's something glittering at the bottom there, but how can I reach it?
Yeah, how about that, huh?
If only I had...
What does it
If only
say?
I had something with which I could lift that object.
Okay, so I have to put something on there, huh? Oh, alright, let's go to the shed. Get something to lift that object. I think I'm gonna have to sneeze here. Woo! That's some good old-fashioned sneezing. Alright. A hook?
This hook might be useful.
Yeah, but I know what for.
Bags of seed. Some empty bags were recently moved. This old suitcase sounds hollow. It must be empty. Small gardening tools. Nothing of great interest.
Alright. So the hook's the only reason I went in there, really? And just magically hook it. Yeah. There's all the silverware.
Silverware? This is hardly a coincidence. The Brackenstall coat of arms. It appears that we have found the stolen silverware.
Well then. Where's it at? Over here? Robbery is the motive. Imitated robbery. Yes, yes. It's an imitated robbery. Glasses with bees' wings. 2 glasses. They don't go together. Oh, I guess they do go together. I'm an idiot. There were 3 people drinking wine out of these glasses. One of 3 probably prefers wine with bees' wing. There were 2 people drinking wine out of these glasses. The remaining glass with the bees' wing. 3. Really? Oh, I guess that would make sense. Domestic violence. Sir Eustace was murdered by one person who was visiting that night. It was he who tied up Lady Brackenstall and is tall and strong. Oh, my goodness, we are moving right along. The person who was visiting that night was probably a sailor. Alright, so we need to look for a sailor. Typically, to look for a sailor means I need to talk about the silverware. I need to search my archives. Alright, so let's go ask about that. And then we'll go do my archives. Back to leaning on the table, I see Lestrade. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. I feel like this one is just flying.
We found your silverware, Lady Brackenstall. It had not been taken very far.
Is that true? I am very thankful to you, Mr. Holmes.
Your ladyship?
Really? That's the only conversation we're going to have about the silverware?
We found your mistress's silverware.
Oh, that's good news. You really are as clever as they say.
Indeed.
Indeed I am. Don't you forget it. Since he's sitting on... open the door. Since he's sitting over here, does that mean I need to talk to him? Yep.
Inspector, I have recovered the stolen silverware.
You are a wizard, Mr. Holmes. And where is it?
In the garden well.
Excuse me?
Unique, isn't it?
Rather absurd. What is the point of stealing silverware and then throwing it down into a well?
Perhaps it was used as a temporary hiding place, or simply the thieves wanted to get rid of it. It is up to us to solve this mystery.
Did he just, like, look at the camera to say that? Like, seriously, that just happened. He looked at the camera and was like, third wall be damned. Alright, so we're going to go search the archives and talk to Wigington, or whatever his name is. At least that's who we talked to last time we needed to find a sailor. Wigington, I need you. Find me a sailor boy. Nope, that's not gonna do it. Stranger in the night. Oh, strangers in the night. It's a little disappointing that that hasn't changed at all. Alright. Something about 1893. The name of the ship and the date of Lady Birkenstall and her maid's voyage from Australia. So, let us go to 1893. Rock of Gibraltar's arrival. Arrival of the Rock of Gibraltar. A ship returned. Yay, rating! The Rock of Gibraltar. A bulk carrier from the Adelaide, Southampton, London line. Canard Building, James Street, London, has returned from a 6-month voyage through the India, New Zealand, and Australia. The ship brought to England Miss Mary Fraser, the heiress of the Fraser family. I thought there'd be more to that. To the Fraser family, owning land and tin mines in Australia. This reportedly beautiful young lady is presently engaged to Sir Eustace Breckenstall, one of the wealthiest gentlemen in Kent. All right.
Here it is.
Yeah, I found it and read it already. Well, that's nice. I read it before I put it in my book.
The shipping company, the Adelaide, Southampton, London line, and its address. Interesting. It must be the place where they keep the records, including the one for the crew of the Rock of Gibraltar.
That's right.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard, they'll give it to you without any problems.
But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
Wiggins! That's what I was trying to do first. No! And of course I look at this lady again. Get out of here. I want to know who put that into the game and why. You all heard me say I was going to call Wiggins, right?
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
Wiggins, I need another sailor.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
I need a register, my young friend. If you could borrow it, there will be half a guinea for every one of you. I need the crew list of the Rock of Gibraltar in 1893 and their current employment.
I'm straight on it, Mr. Holmes.
Do you really think they'll find it, Holmes?
My secret police is better than the Yard in many ways.
Yeah.
Here it is, Mr. Holmes. But we can't take it back. It's too risky.
Put it on the table. I'll take care of it. Good work, young Wiggins.
Give him his half guinea. Pay the boy.
I left it right on the table for you, sir.
Why won't you pay him? Get him out of here.
This list shows the senior officers of the Rock of Gibraltar, on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid made their voyage. Lady Brackenstall does not know anyone in England. This must mean that someone on this list is our mysterious visitor. And these are the lists of the senior officers of the Adelaide, Southampton, London line ships. Let us find out who was in London upon November the 7th.
Alright, so... Wait, what?
This list shows the senior... This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
Wait. I don't know what I'm doing here. Just picking names. So this guy's in Australia. He can't do it. Third officer.
I do not think that this sailor has any connection to the case.
What is going on here?
This list shows the senior officers of the Rock of Gibraltar,
Right.
on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid made their voyage. Lady Brackenstall does not know anyone in England. This must mean that someone on this list is our mysterious visitor.
Right. There are like a bunch of pages here, but I have to click on them. Okay. Who's on this list? Rock of Gibraltar. List of senior officers. And I don't understand. Here's the thing: is I don't understand the list I'm looking at. I don't understand what I'm looking at. So, Sir Charles Chill.
This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
Oh, I get it now. So we need to look for something that's in November. There's the dates down there. That would have been departed from London, England on November 10th. Alright, so they could have been here and then just left. And it's arriving in Adelaide, which is something I read. I remember that name. So that's gonna be Jack here. Jack's our winner.
Jack Crocker was in London upon the date of the crime, and he is due to depart in 2 days.
That's the one. Is there more? Mr. Ernest J. Woods. Let's see if there are any more. March 2nd. Yeah, I think that's the only paper that actually benefits us. Alright, is there any other names on here? William. Fourth officer? Mr. William.
This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the
Oh, I'm on the wrong paper. What, am I supposed to cross all the names off? Is that what's going on here? George Stewart isn't on the list. Neil Henry isn't on the list. Peter Davidson Sr. isn't on the list. There's Duncan. So I'm not seeing any other names. It seems like that's the only guy that has any.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
I think I have to cross everybody's name off, which is kind of annoying. That leaves Jack Crocker. Also leaves this guy.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
Where is Jack Crocker and Herbert Wellington? Yes, I'm listening. I'm listening. Oh, it's a picture. What am I looking at here? What am I looking at? Thought I clicked on this. Very important. Well, Mr. Pizza is a scam. What? I can't I don't want to read that. Apparently there's somebody scamming us with fake pizza. The picture is too small for me to look at. Who are we looking for? Herbert Wellington. And Jack something. Jack Crocker.
Mr. Jack Crocker was in London upon the date of the crime.
Oh, I already have
and
that
he is
one.
Due to depart in 2 days.
Because I didn't scratch it out. I didn't realize. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Well, at least I found Jack Crocker again. But that still leaves this other guy, Herbert. There you are, Herbert.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
All right.
Captain Jack Crocker is our mysterious visitor.
Woohoo!
He was the only one around at the time of the murder.
That's right. He's... Alright. So now... we have to go probably back and call Crocker to confirm him, to confront him. Okay? Next on the list of things
This
to do.
Crocker, do you think...
It would be interesting to meet him. Our young friend should be able to find him.
Wiggins! Wiggins, find Betty Crocker for me. Wiggins?
Wiggins, could you find a way to bring this Captain Crocker here to us?
Here? Holmes, that could be dangerous.
No problem, Mr. Holmes.
Sometime later.
Mr. Holmes, I was informed that you were looking for me, and I'd like to know why.
Yes, it is important that we talk. You will soon understand why.
Let's get a profile of this sailor. Clear look. He's an honest man, huh? That's some deduction right there. What are we looking up? His nose? Something in his beard? Strong build. Always the hands. Although we're not getting anything off the hands. Is this the first time we're not getting anything off the hands? Belt buckle. There we go. Newspaper ink. He's been reading the newspaper. Clean boots. Is the rest of him dirty though? We missed something. What did we miss? Go all the way down this guy and we get... Oh, there it is. Sea knife. He's got himself a sea knife. What do you plan on doing with that sea knife, sir? I'm going to ask you about Lady Brackenstall.
You are acquainted with Lady Mary Brackenstall, are you not?
Yes, I think I do remember her from when I was first officer, but I still don't see...
It seems your relationship went beyond that of mere passenger and first officer.
How dare you?
Indeed, how reckless a feeling is love, particularly if one is prepared to commit a murder in its name.
Explain yourself this instant.
You are aware that the murder made the headlines of the morning press. You read the newspaper report, but to your dismay, found it much fabricated. Once you learned that I wanted to see you, you came straight away. You needed to know what I had found.
You... and what do you know?
That evening, you were with Lady Brackenstall, despite the danger.
I'm not afraid, Mr. Holmes. Besides, all of this is just guesswork.
You would be right if there was no evidence.
What then?
Lady Brackenstall was tied to a chair on the night of the murder. And it was you who tied her up.
You call that evidence?
Yes, as she was tied with a sailor's knot. Your handiwork.
So, it's a sailor who's done it. That proves nothing, Mr. Holmes. I'm not the only sailor in London right now. Your theory is flawed anyway. On the night of the murder, I was aboard the Sharp. I was supervising the repair of a porthole.
At night.
It was an emergency. There was a leak. You can ask the ship's carpenter. He can confirm.
I'm sure that he can.
Perfect. In that case, we have nothing more to talk about. Good evening, gentlemen.
Holmes, what should we do now? Would you like to check his alibi?
No. There is no doubt that these men will testify in his favor, and there will be no way to check.
So, what then?
So, we must work with what we have. We have all the puzzle pieces.
Now
Oh.
I understand why you dissected the bell rope.
Oh, so it looks like we have done everything. We have all of the evidence. Will be met in a future case, huh? I think there's only one case left if we're going by people met. So let's put the evidence together. We've got Crocker's statement and Captain Crocker. Crocker's alibi. Captain Crocker was aboard the Sharp on the night of the murder. No, Crocker's lying. Yoink. And that makes the captain is the killer. Now, so right now we have the captain is the killer, which I feel like this case was a little easy, unless I'm completely wrong here. This says, we arrest Captain Crocker. Jack Crocker is a murderer, and you will bring him and his accomplice, Lady Brackenstall, to justice. Or absolve Captain Crocker, which I've already absolved one person here. The murder was committed in self-defense. Jack Crocker defended a woman against a violent and dismanical man? Whatever that is. The mystery is solved, but you decide to keep it secret. There is no need to inform the police. So obviously, the guy that died was kind of a dick. Beat his woman. She had fresh bruises, right? There wasn't a break-in. So you can imagine that the captain was there. Before we do anything, though, we got to check to make sure there are no other possible options here. There were 3 people drinking the wine. There were 2 people drinking the wine out of the 3 glasses. The remaining glass with the bee's wing consisted solely of the dregs of the other 2 glasses. Let's see what the other options are here. So, let's say, instead of poker blow, which is funny, we're going to say it was a deadly accident. And we are going to have to say she has no acquaintances. We're going to have to say we believe Crocker's alibi. Whoa. And that takes us straight to domestic accident. Which says domestic accident. So we absolve Lady Brackenstall. Lady Brackenstall and her maid committed the crime in self-defense. You decided that there is no point in blaming this poor woman. Lady Brackenstall and her maid killed Sir Eustace and attempted to cover their crime. They deserve to be treated as criminals. Nah, we're not going to go with that. So then there's probably another option of 3 people. So we gotta go from imitated robbery to robbery as the motive. The Randall's gang. The poker is the weapon. And that takes us to the Randalls are guilty. Now keep in mind that doesn't take anything to account with the domestic violence, the acquaintances, Crocker. What's the sailor background? Oh, and the rope that was cut. But, you know what? The Randalls are guilty. Let's go get them. Glory to Lestrade. The case is too simple for you. Take this opportunity to give all of the credit to your friend, Lestrade. Your name will not appear in the press. The speed with which you resolve this thorny problem is indicative of genius. The police naturally only demonstrated their incompetence. So trump the police or glory to Lestrade. Well, obviously this is the wrong answer. I mean, I wonder what would happen if you put trump the police and pick this, because it's so obviously wrong. All right, well, let's go with what we originally had gone with. So 2 people. Yoink. It is an imitated robbery. The robbery is not real. It was not the Randall gang. The Randall gang is just being blamed. Murderous visitor? Sir Eustace was murdered by the one person who was visiting that night. Yes, 2 tied up. It was he who tied up Lady Brackenstall and is tall and strong. Yes. So we have to say he's acquainted with a sailor from the Rock of Gibraltar. We don't believe Crocker's, or we do believe Crocker's involvement, right? And that gives us the captain is the killer. I mean, I wanted there to be an option that was like it was an accident. I don't understand why the poker's bent there though. Who knows? Who knows? We're gonna go with this though. I think this is right. We're gonna go with here's the fun stuff. Do we absolve Captain Crocker or do we arrest Captain Crocker? There's a murderer, and you will bring him to his accomplice, Lady Brackenstall, justice, or the murder was committed in self-defense. Jack Crocker defended a woman against a violent man. Isn't it? I find this game to be very. This last case was a little bit. Unless I'm wrong, and then I'll say it. But this last case was a little too obvious. But I do like how there's all these different options you can go with, and if you get yourself set down the wrong path to begin with, then you go down the wrong path. That's why if this is wrong, it's wrong because from the moment I started playing it, I assumed this was what was going to happen. But I'm going to absolve Captain Crocker because I don't like women beaters. And yes, I'm going to confirm my moral choice. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Wiggins, could you ask Mr. Crocker to come here again, please?
Right away.
Go get him, Wiggins! Barely an hour has passed. It's going to take an hour for it to load.
Why did you make me come here again, Mr. Holmes?
It is over. I know that it was you who killed Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
Whoa. How are you doing, Archie?
Because of the height at which the rope was cut. The knife used was a sea knife. The knots were sailor's knots. And not least, the sheer force that was put behind the killing blow. And because you are the only one who knows Lady Mary Brackenstall in London. And because you love her.
Dun dun dun!
It's true.
It is time
Nailed
for you
it!
to tell us the whole truth.
I admit that I loved Mary madly from the first day that I met her. But I never did come to visit her, for I believed that she was in a happy household. When I talked to her maid, who told me everything, I was insane with rage. I was due to set sail for 6 months away.
I'm doing really well.
I wanted only to see her again. But it turned into a damnable nightmare when he barged in.
I just took the
He
day
dared
off,
raise
so...
his hand to her. He was not even worthy of licking her boots.
Ooh.
Oh, I regret nothing. I admit I killed the monster out of love
This
for
music's
her.
intense.
She will forgive me if she is able.
Lady Brackenstall already forgave you. She said nothing.
Mary.
But that
Sudden
makes her
music
an
change.
accomplice as well as her maid. It places her in danger yet again.
Mr. Holmes.
You would not have managed to protect her.
Till I die, do you hear me? Here is a letter that sets everything clear. and it is the one that should be disclosed to the police.
Hey, Chris.
The only culprit. Mary had nothing to do with it. Now it is time to end this.
Uh-oh. How are we gonna... What? I think not, sir. Oh, tapping A. It's getting serious. It's getting serious up in here. Look, I'm trying to absolve you, asshole. Oh, God. I'm so confused at what I'm supposed to do with Y. Am I supposed to just hold Y? Oh, come on. What is going on? I'm fine except for the fact that I can't wrestle this gun out of his hand. I feel like I'm missing my moment here. And this is getting increasingly harder. Got it. Got it. Take that gun out. Slap him across the face. Oh, achievement unlocked. Hold your herrings.
Please forgive me.
Oh, he was
Captain
trying to
Crocker.
commit suicide.
I wished only to test your sincerity.
I should just let him
Your
kill
words
himself.
and deeds have far exceeded my expectations. See here, Captain Crocker. We'll do this in due form of law. You are the prisoner. Watson, you are a British jury. Captain Crocker, the evidence shows that you acted without premeditation and used reasonable force to protect an innocent victim from her husband's brutality. Your devotion pushed you to attempt to kill yourself in order to protect the one you love. Now, what say you, gentlemen of the jury?
Not guilty, my lord.
Vox populi, vox dei. You are acquitted, Captain Crocker. So long as the law does not find some other victim, you are safe from me.
Mr. Holmes.
It is a great responsibility that I take upon myself. but
Watson
I will do
says
the
not
stride
guilty,
against
and
the
all of a sudden the guy
deed.
feels so much
If
better.
he can't avail himself of it, I can do no more. Come back to your lady in a year, and may her future and yours justify us in the judgment which we have pronounced this night.
All right, so case number 4 is almost over. Apparently not over yet.
Inspector, I'm afraid that the murderers have escaped us.
What? Do you mean to tell me that you failed? Never thought I'd live to see the day.
I mentioned the murderers, not the case. It is obvious that the crime was committed by 3 criminals who cannot be the Randalls.
You really think so?
You only need to find a gang of 3 thugs wandering around. I can trust you to do that.
If
Oh,
they exist,
Holmes.
I'll catch them.
You'll find someone, I have no doubt of it. Goodbye, Inspector.
This is the second case, though, that I've kind of just let someone else take the wreck. All right, so we have 16 clues found. The conclusion: the captain is the killer. So we're gonna start with Sir Eustace was murdered by Captain Jack Crocker, who was visiting Lady Breckenstall that night. They staged it as a robbery by the Randall gang. Crocker used his sea knife to cut the bell rope to tie the lady, and then hid the silverware in the well. Jack Crocker defended a woman against a violent man. You have decided to keep it a secret. All right, so 16 clues found. The captain is the killer. We absolved Captain Crocker. Was I correct? I was correct. All right, we are good. We are moving on. I accept this decision. Either way, I was accepting it. My personal ranking is back to being neutral. I feel like that's how Sherlock Holmes should be. Very neutral. All right. So we got another case coming. Oh, and another achievement, of course, for beating that. Received 3 messages from those whom you've condemned or absolved. All right. Oh, another achievement. Holy crap. Vox populi. Vox Dei. So the Abbey Grange affair is finished. And before we start this next one, I'm going to take a small break. Let's see here. What say you? What time is it? Like 5 o'clock? Do-do-do-do-do. This is like, come on now. The loading in this game This is unreal. Alright, so what's the name of the next case? The Kew Gardens Drama is what this is called. Before we go on to the Kew Gardens Drama, I'm going to take a break. So I will be right back. I'm just going to turn the camera off and shall return shortly.